colleges. I have all these certifications in various holistic health and coaching, and I have empowered hundreds of women in my 11 years of counseling and coaching. That it doesn't mean I'm free of challenges in my life. I used to be afraid of people judging me. I used to fear people saying, "What? You don't have your crap together?" I don't know if I can swear, so I won't say S word.
Swear?
I can? Yes. Okay, good. Because that's where it is. Right? You don't have your shit together? You know, and sometimes I even have reactions, and somebody actually is like, "Aren't you a psychologist?" Yeah, but then people forget I'm also first and foremost human. Right? You see, I grew up in an environment where I was really valued in my doingness rather than my beingness. And so I became an overachiever, a perfectionist, and I developed type A personality. We know where that might lead to. So I struggled with disordered eating and body image issues. And I always thought that having the perfect body would bring me happiness. And when I achieved the perfect body through bodybuilding, I competed, I realized this is the worst anxiety I have ever experienced. I'm all about me, and what my body looks like, and what I eat, and I'm obsessed, and this isn't serving me. And so I went through a whole journey to do my own work. That was my awakening. And it took me time to know that I am valued now in who I am, in the gifts I offer in this world, and even this story that I'm sharing, that I'm human too. I'm a professional in self-help biz, but first and foremost, I'm human, and I get to show up in my vulnerability. This would have been really hard for me to do a long time ago. It's really easy for me now. Not all the time though, but it gets easier because I see how it inspires people, how it touches people. And as a recovered perfectionist, I truly know that when you know your own worth as a person, then those fears around what you think people will think of you disappear. Because it's not about you. Just like back to that story with my brother, it was not about him. He was just being a mirror for me. And so we walk around this world pretending we're okay, we're good, we're happy. Actually, I can't remember who it was, but somebody I think Doreen, it was you, who said, "You have this $1 million watt smile all the time." And I want to say most of the time. And it's real. And it's real when I'm not smiling. It's just not many people get to see that side. Unfortunately, for my poor parents, they do. They get to see that a lot. But I'd much rather stand in my authenticity and be vulnerable and be real, because that's where I'm relatable. No one can relate to somebody who looks perfect, looks like they have their shit together all the frickin' time, right? That's really hard to relate. I have a quote here. Actually, yes. Actually, I want to tell this little side story here. So every year, my day home lady takes the kids out to Festival of Trees. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And she gives them money. She's pretty awesome. She gives them money so that they can pick a gift for their parents. And this year, this is what I got. This toy plastic snake. And I kind of thought, okay, whatever, you know, it's a snake. But then a couple days later, I reflected because there's no such things as coincidences. And I truly believe that the universe sends you signs. So I Googled the spirit meaning of a snake. And what it symbolizes is fertility, and no, I'm not pregnant. We're done there. And creative life force. And when a snake sheds its skin, this is about rebirth. It's about transformation, being immortal and healing. And I thought, wow, of all the toys and gifts that my 3-year-old could have chosen, he chose this for a reason. That's no coincidence. It was a sign, I truly believe, from the universe to remind me to be fearless. Because this whole year, 2017, has been such a year of transformation for me. In retiring my private practice as a psychologist and going into the 2nd year of my coaching business. And it's been really abundant, but trust me, there's a lot of emotional roller coaster stuff happening behind the scenes. And it's all worth it. But it wasn't, and it isn't easy. And so this to me symbolized, you're doing okay. You're on your spiritual path. And I hold it very close to my heart, but I'm gonna put it in my life right now. And I just see that, not just in my work life, but in my personal life, in the intimate romantic connection I have with my husband. I have a beautiful relationship with my husband. He's been actually doing his own personal development work. And as I have been, it's been impacting positively on our relationship, but not easily, right? I mean, you're shaking your own stuff up. It's like, ah. But we've been having some pretty empowering conversations that take us to the next level. And so we're still in process. And I want to say, we all need to start somewhere. You know, no matter who you are, whatever challenge you're going through right now, whatever situation stresses you out, I really invite you to see this as a gift. It's an opportunity to see it as a learning experience. What is it that you need to learn right now? I'm going to quote one of my favorite speakers, Gabrielle Bernstein. Yeah.
I love her. She just put her book out yesterday.
Yes, Detox, Judgment Detox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's a spiritual leader, author, and Oprah calls her a huge thought leader. And she writes in her book, The Universe Has Your Back. Here's a universal truth. We are not responsible for what our eyes are seeing. We are responsible for how we perceive what we are seeing. And another one is our happiness is a direct reflection of how quickly we can restore our fear back to love. And this is what I really call unleashing your inner Wonder Woman. It's your version of that. Your inner Wonder Woman, and showing up in that is a state of being. So, we all need to start somewhere. And I want to go back to that story of my brother and I. This conversation transformed, went from stuckness, separation, disconnection, to empowerment and connection and deepening in like 10 minutes. But that was based on a foundation of us cultivating a safe, loving relationship with each other. So I invite you to start today. I'm going to leave you with 3 questions to reflect on. What do you need to release from 2017, really let go of? What do you need to master in 2018? And then what do you want to bring with you from 2017 into 2018? So I really encourage you to take some time and energy to journal this. Thank you very much for listening and for holding space for me to share. I wish you, each and every one of you, a very happy new year, and I wish for you to show up authentically, vulnerably, and being real, and just being you. Thank you.